We're going to go to standards and assessment. I think we're still doing pretty good here. Committee Chair Jennifer Gravitt, are you ready to?
Ready to go.
Okay, let me turn this on. Thank you.
Okay, I think in standards and assessment, we just have 3 actionable items. The first one was 13.3, which is Utah Perkins versus state transition plan. This one we had discussed because the president signed into law the Perkins 5, so Utah needed a transitioning plan. The committee discussed this and they moved unanimously that the board approve the Utah Perkins 5-year transition plan.
Okay, the motion before the board is that the board approve the Utah Perkins 5-year transition plan. Any discussion to the motion? Seeing none, let's vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
I think that was Scott Hansen. Was that an aye? Aye. Board Member Belknap?
Aye.
Thank you. Those opposed? Voting is unanimous. Please continue.
The next actionable item is 13.8, which is R277462, Comprehensive Guidance Program Amendment. We need an amendment because of the passage of House Bill 81. The committee reviewed it. We made a few suggestions, which you can see mostly are kind of grammatical or clarifying. And then the committee moved unanimously to approve R277462 Draft 3 on second and final reading.
Okay, the motion before the board is the board approve R277-462 Draft 3 on second and final reading. Discussion to the motion, Board Member Jenny Earl.
Yeah, I just want to, so if I'm understanding, we're removing this information, but we have this information somewhere else. Is that correct? Or are we deleting?
We had to repeal and reenact. Repeal and
Okay,
reenact
okay,
to match.
okay. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to fully understand the clarification there. So, and in order to meet the law, right?
Yeah.
Am
House
I
Bill
understanding that?
81.
Okay, okay. I just want to make sure I understood in my mind what was happening
Yes.
there.
Okay, thank you for that explanation. Board Member Lear.
I had a number of mostly non-substantive changes, which I've been assured will be dealt with. But I had one that was not non-substantive, and it was on line, and I'm hoping it's the same line on draft 3. I'm looking on line 442, and I think this is an important one that would help.
Is it about expenses?
LEAs, no, it's about, I didn't write down the section. Oh, yes, it is line 443, I'm sorry,
443,
on draft 3. It says membership in the American, so may
Okay,
I
go-
ask a
yes,
question
you
to
you have
whomever
a-
can answer it?
Okay, so ask your question, or I
Jeff,
don't know if you have a proposed
perhaps?
amendment or,
I don't know if I have a proposed amendment until I know the answer to the question.
okay,
Okay.
question.
So, can I pose that to Jeff?
Yes,
Is that what
uh-huh.
you'd like?
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. So my question on 443, membership in the American School Counselor Association for at least one school counselor per school per year. And maybe you answered my question. You did make that change. Is that something you changed?
Okay,
We did, yes.
Yeah.
Will you state, everyone
I'm
that's.
sorry, I'm supposed to go through the chair.
Go right ahead. So everyone online knows, will you introduce yourself again?
Yes, Jeff Van Holten, Policy Advisor for the board. And Board Member Lear sent some technical corrections we put in, and the one question for this line was, when you say for at least one school counselor per school per year, do you mean not more than one or at least one? And we have left it more open to say at
Okay.
least.
At least, but it now is clarified to per membership for one counselor per school, or more if they want,
Correct.
but you'd like them to. That does clarify my question, and thank you. And I'm sorry that you had already jumped to do this and clarify it. That helps me greatly. Thank you. I don't
Okay.
have a question or
Okay.
motion.
The motion before the board is to approve R277-462 Draft 3 on second and final reading. Any further discussion? Yes.
If I may, Chair. I wanted to clarify the motion should be for continuation and the amendment, because this is a 5-year continuation.
So noted. We'll leave it at that. You have that? Because I'm not going to rewrite it. Okay, any further discussion to the motion? Seeing none, let's vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those online? Okay, I think, Laura, was that an aye? And I think I heard Scott Hansen, I thought was an aye. Okay. Those opposed? Voting is unanimous.
It's kind of crazy.
Yep, please continue.
Okay, the next actionable item is 13.9, R277604, Private School, Homeschool, and Bureau of Indian Affairs, Student Participation in Public School Achievement Tests. It's an amendment. Since we've had some recent changes in the state assessment, the rule governing private school, homeschool, et cetera, needed to be updated. We included the names of certain current state assessments, correct citations, made a couple of amendments that you can see, just BIA after Bureau of Indian Affairs. And then the committee action was to move to approve R27604 Draft 1. Well, actually, so the committee unanimously moved the board to approve R27604 Draft 2 on second and final reading.
Okay. Okay, the motion before the board is that the board approve R277-604 Draft 2 on second and final reading. Any discussion to the motion? Seeing none, let's vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
On those online, Laura?
Yes. Aye.
Board Member Scott Hansen? Okay, thank you. Those opposed? Voting is unanimous.
Okay, and that concludes the Standards and Assessment Committee report.